Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe. Yeah.
This week's cocktail is a sparkling ginger daisy. You're going to take 1 part gin, 1 part ginger liqueur, 1 part fresh lemon juice, and a dash of grenadine with Prosecco and 1 cherry. You're just going to put all of those ingredients into the glass of your choice. Mine would be a big, oversized red wine glass so you can fit more in there. And you drink all that shit and have sex with somebody. Okay. And that is the cocktail, Sparkling Ginger Daisy.
Sounds nice.
Doesn't it? Okay, so this week, you guys, Medinah is out. She's away on a project. But I do have a special guest co-host with me today. Her name is Chante, also known as CJ Ryder. That's her pen name. And before we talk to her, I just have a few announcements. Next month, if you are in the Atlanta area, I will be speaking on a panel. If you're interested in podcasting, if you are a podcaster and you just want to learn about how to monetize your show, I will be speaking at an event, and we will be posting details about it starting next week. So in the month of July 1st. I think the event is Friday, July 26th in the evening. Don't quote me on that, but I'll put the details up online as soon as possible. Also, our live show tickets are on sale in Houston, Texas for September 14th and Dallas, Texas for September 21st. The tickets are available at cocktailspod.eventbrite.com, and we'll be doing those shows later in September. I can't wait to see all of the people in Texas. Can't wait to see all the people who are going to fly out and have a good time with us in Texas. And we are going to turn up super hard because it's both of our birthdays. So Houston is my birthday weekend. Dallas is Medinah's birthday weekend. It's going to be a good time, and I can't wait to see you guys. Now, so Chante.
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm awesome.
So Chante was a guest on the show before. She was on the episode, Oh, So You a Freak. I can't remember the episode number, but that was the name. That was the title. And she was on there with somebody else. His name is Ink. And they were both really nasty, but I felt like they had so much to share that it was kind of hard because it's like, we need to hear both of your stories.
Right.
You know, so that's why I wanted to bring her. Now, also, if you missed that episode, Chante was at the Sunday live show. She is the one who was in the dick sucking contest on Sunday, who was twerking. Did you have on polka dots or stripes? I can't remember.
Polka dot shirt.
You love some polka dots.
I know, right?
Yeah. So she was there. She won the contest, and it was really funny because shout out to Samaya from Sexual Essentials. She teaches classes about oral sex and how to perform and everything. So she kind of sponsored that segment, and then Chante came, and Chante does classes too. If you've seen us posting about how to eat a banana, that is Chante's class. It's actually going to be this Saturday. Where is it?
It is at a private location.
Okay.
So you go to Eventbrite and purchase tickets, and then the location will be revealed.
So they'll get an email about it?
They'll get an email.
So what is that class? I want you to get that out before we talk about weird sex.
So the How to Eat a Banana class is more than just a dick sucking class. We talk about mindset. We teach twerking. We teach milking the dick, riding the dick.
What is milking the dick? Like making them come?
Milking the dick is when you take your pussy muscles and you grip it. You grip in a certain motion. So every time you rise up to the tip, you grip it. So it's like a constant grip.
Like a stroke, but without a hand.
Right. So what my ex told me, it was like, it feels like a million little hands grabbing his dick when I fuck him. So, but I there's a way that I do it. So
put that on my list. We're gonna come back to give details. So you teach milking the dick.
So we teach milking the dick. We teach riding techniques, the arch in your back, how to take dick from the back without it hurting, and also teach them how to twerk, as well as dick sucking and stuff like that.
Chante, in the lobby of my ghetto ass job, she was trying to teach me how to make my booty clap one day. And Chante, honestly, sometimes I be in the bathroom, like trying to make it happen, and it doesn't work. So I want you to show me again. I think my jeans probably too tight today, but I still need a demonstration.
Okay, I can show you how to make your ass clap. That's simple.
Okay. So we're going to move on to weird sex, and then we're going to play a game, Chante, and then we're going to talk about the many topics we have for the day.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
All right, let's go.
So, today's weird sex. A Danish man who was found with women's genitals in his freezer has been given 2 life sentences by a South African court for the rape of a minor and the murder of his wife. So his name is Peter Frederickson, and he was convicted of 36 offenses last year, including the production of child pornography. He was nasty as fuck, obviously. So he had charges related to genital mutilation, but they were dropped due to some sort of loophole in their legal system. The judge called him manipulative and lacking in remorse for his crimes. Obviously, he was manipulative. Like, he chopped some people's pussies off. He apologized to his late wife's family and to South Africans after the sentencing at whatever the fuck high court. In 2015, a domestic dispute led to police finding around 21 pieces of frozen female genitalia in his home, which were neatly labeled in plastic bags with a date, the name of a woman, and where she was from. The 65-year-old was arrested in jail as he awaited trial. And according to local media, the police also discovered diaries from 2005 with accounts of the genital mutilation victims. They also found pieces of dried female genitalia on a hook. He was acquitted of charges relating to the human tissue found in his fridge due to the law being unclear of this type of crime. Like, what the fuck? And on top of the 2 life sentences, Frederickson was given other prison terms totaling more than 40 years.
They should cut his dick off and feed it to him.
Among other things. So the judge says you were the general and you orchestrated the murder. Right. That's what he said about Frederickson's late wife, and she was due to be the main witness at his trial.
So he killed her.
Yeah, he shot her 4 times outside the home.
Wow.
The court heard in 2017 that he had paid a man in prison to arrange her killing. Judge Daffy said vulnerable members of society needed to be protected against people like him, and he must be removed from society permanently.
Absolutely.
Is that not crazy?
That is absurd. Like, absolutely ridiculous.
It really is. When I was younger, I know I've told y'all before, my mom used to be a parole officer.
No, I never knew that.
Yeah. Chante met my mom. Could you imagine her being a parole officer?
No, I could not. She's so fun.
Yeah, right? So she used to be a parole officer, and she used to, like, scare me as a kid with, like, the creepy pervs that were out there, because she would tell us about, like, stuff that they would do to kids and what these people were doing to babies. Not to really, well, a little bit to scare us, but also so we know, like,
to bring awareness.
Yeah, like, this is not okay. So if a man is telling you this, like, don't trust it. People used to put their babies in freezers and they would be raping their. It's so sad.
Like, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine that. Like, what mindset they would have to be in to rape a baby. Like,
yeah, it's just like that's like a whole nother level of
insanity.
Yeah, like, it's gross.
Absolutely.
But I don't want to harp on that too long. We're gonna play a game.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, moving on, so we get to the fun stuff. So I was watching YouTube and Facebook videos.
Do I need these?
No, you don't need them if you don't want to. But what you do need is that do say, because it's time to play Truth or Drink. So go ahead and pop it open.
Okay.
The way this game works is it's similar to Truth or Dare. So I'm gonna say a question. If you want me to.
Okay.
I'll answer as well. If you have a question that you want to throw in the mix that you want me to truth or drink to, I'll do it now.
Oh, these are all questions for me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's go.
So you either answer the question or you take a drink. I won't make you do a shot because you got to drive home. So first question, what's the most degrading thing you've ever done during sex?
Degrading? I don't think there's anything degrading about sex.
Well, what the average person might think is degrading, not you.
Lick an asshole? I guess. Would that
Okay.
have my asshole licked? I love having my ass licked. Oh
Do
my God,
you?
it feels so good.
It tickles me.
He didn't do it right.
Like it's not that it's not pleasurable, but I think that's just like a ticklish spot for me. Like I don't even like massages. It's a lot of weird stuff that I don't.
See, my ass is an erogenous zone. I have a big ass, and it's squishy like silly putty. And I'm just saying, it feels so good when my ass gets squeezed and massaged and spread and licked. So, yeah.
I don't really find that degrading, but okay, we'll take it. Okay, what's the most embarrassing thing you've done while drunk?
Embarrassing.
Chante, don't act like you don't be embarrassing yourself.
No. Well, I mean,
you're just
I
trying to think of it.
Right, the most embarrassing. Cause
Yeah, okay.
I've done a lot of shit. So, okay. So I was out with this guy, and I will not say his name because he hates this story.
Yeah,
It still
don't
makes
say
him
it.
cringe.
Okay.
But we went to the Blue Ivory. The Blue Ivory.
Blue Ivory.
We went to the Blue Ivory or whatever. We had drinks there, and then we went to this other place, and we had drinks, and we came back to Blue Ivory and had more drinks. So we were having these Hennessy margaritas and Long Island iced teas.
Chante, are you in college? Why the fuck are you drinking a Long Island? You was trying to get fucked up.
No, this is just what was given to me, and I was
Okay.
I was like, okay, I drank one, I drank two, I had like maybe 6, and my limit is 2, so I was well over my limit.
2 drinks or 2 Long Islands?
2 drinks, period.
Oh,
Yeah.
so 1 Long Island.
So we got back to the Blue Ivory or whatever, and I was dancing really, really nasty, and I didn't have on any panties or whatever. I'm dancing, I'm bending over, I'm twerking. Everybody can see everything or whatever. And then this girl, she starts filming, and I see her, and I got like livid. I was like, bitch, what are you, the fucking paparazzi? Get the fuck out of my face. I just started cursing her out or whatever, and then security came over. They were like, hey, calm down.
So what was your friend doing that you was with?
He was trying to calm me down, and so eventually they were like, y'all gotta leave because this bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
So we were leaving, and then they at the door they were like, and I was gonna catch an Uber anyway because I realized I was fucked up.
Yeah,
and I knew he thought he was gonna fuck. He was like, oh, this bitch is wasted. I know I'm getting some pussy. I was like, nope, nigga, I'm catching an Uber.
Okay, I just wanted these drinks.
Right. And so my whole mindset was I was going to catch an Uber anyway, right?
Yeah.
He was like, no, I'll take you home. And I was like, no, but we get to the door and they say, you guys can't drive. You got to take an Uber. Now, my mindset, I was already going to take an Uber, but because they said I couldn't, that I had to.
Oh, gosh.
It flipped the fucking switch on me. And I'm like, the fuck you mean I can't drive? Or you can't tell me what the fuck. So now I took his keys and I'm going to sit in his car. So I'm thinking, in the Ivory, you can go downstairs and walk around.
I've never been.
Okay, so they have a downstairs. And retarded drunk thinking, because you still got to pass the motherfucker sitting in the front. I done went
Chante,
down.
your drunk ass walked past them. You did all that?
I walked past them with the keys. And they had police up there, so the police are following me, right? So I go and I get in the car, but I'm not so drunk that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I see the police.
Your mic. I'm not telling you to get a drink.
I thought you were like, bitch, drink. But okay, so I see the police or whatever. So instead of getting in the driver's side, I get in the passenger side, and I'm like, I'm gonna just lock myself in the car, and I'm gonna go to sleep this shit off or whatever. They can't do anything to me. So the police, they knew that I was belligerent. They were trying to get me to get out of the car. But I know my rights. So if I get out of this car, they're going to arrest me for public drunkenness or being belligerent or, whatever, right. Misconduct or whatever. Disorderly behavior. Right. And so they were like, ma'am, get out of the car, whatever. I was like, no, I know my fucking rights. He gave me the keys. I have a right to be in this car. He didn't tell me to get out the car. You can't. So I'm arguing with the police. I'm cursing them out. I'm like, fuck you. I know my rights. I'm not getting out the fucking car. You can kiss my ass. Move. And I'm really cursing them out and whatever. And they like, this bitch is retarded. So he come and he's like, just calm down. Officers, I got it. She's this. I'm like, I don't need you fucking apologizing for me. And he was like trying to apologize. So then I started cursing him out. I was like, you little punk ass nigga. And after I sobered up the next day, I apologized to him. But I was like, you bitch ass, you on their side or my side? We're in this together. It's ride or fucking die. It was like, bitch, I'm not going to jail for you.
Right. You wouldn't even give me no pussy. The fuck? Right.
And I was like, and then I did say that too. I was like, I'm glad I ain't fuck your punk ass. Oh, pussy
Oh my gosh, are y'all still friends?
We are.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
good.
But we not intimate. I was
Okay.
like, yo, pussy ass ain't never get none of this pussy.
I could not. Okay. Well, okay. What was the last thing you masturbated to?
Oh, I masturbate often. I masturbate to fantasies in my head. Like the last time me and my guy fucked, like I get butterflies when I think about it. Cause that dick is
It's immaculate.
bomb. It is. It's magical. That motherfucker's. It's legendary.
If y'all not watching the YouTube video, I don't even know if you can see her face on the YouTube video, but it is just like pure bliss in
Girl,
your
'cause I'm
eyes.
thinking about
Like
it,
when
that-
people have the little stars and they're
stars,
twinkling.
Bitch, that dick is fucking legendary. Every time have you ever been with somebody and every single time it's fucking amazing? It's
Yes.
good. Like
Yes.
you know how you be with somebody, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's all right,
It's hit or
sometimes it's
miss.
good, but we've never had it's never ever been bad, and it's really, really good. And so so when I masturbate, I think about fucking his face though, not his dick though. I just think about like fucking his face because he eats pussy real good too.
Okay. What's the most desperate thing you've ever done because you were horny?
Desperate? I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a drink because I don't do.
Let me tell y'all what I did when I was.
Okay,
well,
you
it's a
tell.
few things I've done. I've been desperately horny a few times. One time I just got drunk and met this man at a bar and fucked him who would never, ever have a chance. But I figured I can make somebody else have a good day and maybe I would have a
You were
decent
horny
time,
as
right?
fuck?
Yeah. And then another time I tried to turn my phone into a vibrator because this is before I had the rechargeable vibrator. So I found this app. I don't even know if it's still there. It's not the same phone either. But I found an app. Because it was so fucking cold outside. The stores were closed. I wasn't sure where I was going to go to get some batteries because this particular
You don't
vibrator.
Use your hands?
No, I needed something a little bit more powerful. And I probably done fucked my clit up from using toys because I'm a little desensitized
My
without the
sister's like
toys.
that.
And so sometimes I have to take a break. I was about to tell a lie. Never mind. Anyway, I didn't want to go looking for these batteries because it's the
Right.
little batteries that are like the watch batteries. I forget what they're called. It's like 3 numbers or some shit. It's not the regular
Right.
stuff.
I get what you're saying. The
So-
little flat ones.
So I'm like, okay, well, I got my phone. My phone vibrates. Have you ever had your phone like sitting in your lap just throughout the day? You have it on vibrate and it rings and it
Right,
vibrates.
and it
It's like,
vibrates.
woohoo. You know? So I was like, well, if there's an app that'll keep the vibration going, that's got to be able to do it. And I'm just going to do it through my panties. Like, this is a desperate fucking time. I had nobody to call to get any dick from. It was a really rough patch in my life. And at the time, I lived far outside of the city. It was just a lot, you know?
Right.
Like, my nigga wasn't answering the phone. Well, really, we had already been done, but I was like still blowing up his phone every time I got drunk. It was that phase.
Right.
So yeah, I used my phone as a vibrator. I
Okay.
was very
How did that work
fucking
out?
horny. It didn't work out that great. I did end up using my fingers. I went to bed frustrated with a crook in my neck when I woke up. It was bad, bitch. It was just
Oh
bad.
my God.
Woo, okay. What's the most inappropriate place you've ever masturbated?
Masturbated?
Mm-hmm.
I guess in a public restroom, but
I mean,
it's in behind the.
but if you're not
it's
just
in the
out in
stall.
like at the sinks, you know,
No,
that's
no, I
not
was in the stall,
bad.
but
That's
was
where I
horny
go.
as fuck. And so
I go in the stall.
So I
Shit.
masturbated to keep from fucking the guy. You know how you're really horny. You like, I might give him some pussy because
No.
I'm so fucking horny. Okay, well
I'm pretty easy, Chante. I'll give him the pussy.
See, I'm like, no, you don't deserve this pussy.
I be telling myself that, but I be like, oh well, I'm just not gonna pull out my tricks, but I'm still gonna fuck him. Like, why am I denying myself of? Well, it is a 50-50. Well, it's a chance I might not get no pleasure. But
I will make a nigga wait and
what's the longest you ever made somebody wait when you wanted to fuck?
He chased me for 2 years.
2 years.
He chased me for 2 years, and
Bitch, I was just trying to think if I made it through 2 dates with a nigga that I really wanted to fuck.
No, I was just like, nope, I'm not gonna do it.
2
Nope,
fucking years.
nope. I'm
Why
not.
though, Chante? Did you read the Steve Harvey book?
No, it wasn't
Oh.
that. It was just like I know his history, and I know the
He
kind
had a
of
lot
shit.
of STDs. What was his
no,
history? He was
not
getting everybody
history like
pregnant.
that. His track record with women.
He was a hoe.
Yes,
That means his dick probably good.
it is.
I
bitch.
knew it. The hoes be having a good dick.
Bitch.
I mean,
I'm like, no.
what good is a hoe if you can't fuck
my
right?
God, now I done fell in this goddamn trap. Bitch,
That's why you
damn
was
near
holding out for 2
stigmatized.
years.
I was like, I don't know. But
Okay.
Yeah, that did good.
Let's see. Okay, 2 more questions. You only drank once. And you didn't ask me no questions. Good.
Well-
Okay, next. What's your most outrageous sexual fantasy?
My most outrageous. I don't know. I kind of like do everything that I want to do.
Nothing's outrageous that's still on your list that you haven't tried yet?
No, it's not like nothing.
I really
What is your most outrageous sexual fantasy?
I really want to like be able to just be super mean and disrespectful to a man, a fine, tall man. And I want him to like get off on like me cussing him out and bossing him around and telling him to like pay my bills and shit. And he doesn't and like give me money and stuff like that. And
That's what men do.
well, bitch, what men you got? And do you have some extra? These niggas, no.
No. Let me tell you though, the secret with men though is not to be nice. Like, have you ever? Okay, like, you ever notice the guys that you're not interested in that you just blow off? That you like, fuck it. You don't.
I
answer
want
his
you to
calls.
be demeaning, not
Right, but I'm
just like
saying, you're
play him
mean
to the
him.
left.
You're not nice to him. You blow him off. You like fuck it or whatever. And
I don't
they're the
really do
ones that chase you. Okay, well I'm just mean as shit.
I might play somebody to the left, but I'm not mean to them about it. I just play him to the left.
See, I don't think I'm mean, but people tell me I'm mean. I'm like, I thought I was pretty nice, but everybody tells me that I'm mean. So right. And so I think I'm blunt and just straight up.
Okay.
So I'd be like, no, nigga, like, fuck you. Like,
see, I don't do that. I've got to do that.
and see, that's what, and then those are the ones that chase you. They be
but
like,
I also want to be
on
physically
you.
abusive.
Girl, you gonna get your ass
Do
beat.
you? I know, right? That's why it's just a fantasy because the niggas that I like are not gonna be going for that shit. I might could have an
Exactly. You gonna
attitude
get your
every now and then.
head knocked in, bitch. You'll be
Yes.
sitting somewhere in the corner talking about.
Bitch, I'm gonna be in a hospital or in a shallow grave somewhere.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I
Yeah,
haven't been
that-
able to live that one out. But you know, if
I don't
anybody is
recommend living
interested,
that one out.
some niggas are into that. I think you would be really good if you ever decide to try something new.
To be a dominatrix?
Not a dominatrix, even better, a humiliatrix. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
It's like being a dominatrix,
Okay.
but you humiliate men.
Oh my God. I don't get off on humiliating people though.
It's not about you. You're
It's
getting
about-
paid.
I'm getting paid to humiliate them.
They're
When
getting
you
off
sign
and you're
up.
getting paid. Bitch, the internet. We'll talk about it later. But
I leaned back, bitch. That motherfucker almost fell off. But look, let me tell you, this morning I went to work out, right? And I was like, God damn, I got on this wig. So I didn't put it back in the fucking ponytail. And I'm working out and everything. Bitch, started sweating bullets. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I just took it off and I was doing a live.
at the gym?
Yes. Well, it's a
Wait, you were
studio.
on Instagram Live?
Yes, I was doing a live showing the people how I work out. I was like, you guys, this is how I keep this body.
Oh my God.
Bitch got hot as fuck with this on.
You
So
could
I thought
probably
that-
sell that wig though when you're done
Well,
on
she
one of
told
those
me-
websites.
She said, she was like, don't throw your wig away, come back and I'll recondition it now. She was like,
no, I
girl,
meant
this-
sell it to one of these people who just might want your sweat.
Oh my God.
I'm
I'd
just
be
saying.
scared of those. Them people
No.
turn out to be stalkers. They pop up and did you see what happened to Holly Berry? They made
What?
somebody was stalking her or whatever. They're in her yard with a fake fucking deed. And she called the police on them.
What the fuck?
Dude that made a fake deed like he lived there, but the police obviously knew her. Like, dude, this is fake.
There are some
They
real
locked his
fucking
ass
creeps in the world.
Like, you got a fake dude. You made a deed to her house.
That's crazy. Okay, last
Oh
question.
my God. Okay, what's the last question?
What's your biggest sexual regret?
Biggest sexual regret. The threesome I did with one of my friends.
Why?
Because
It was bad. Her pussy stank, or his dick was
her
musty.
pussy didn't stink.
Yours did?
No, bitch, my pussy's A1. This pH is balanced, boo. But I told her that it wasn't a good idea to have her man fuck me. I was just like, they don't leave. They just don't leave. And
Oh, girl.
So I took her nigga. But I didn't try to.
But that was your friend?
Yes.
Chante, how you gonna take your friend's nigga?
Well, I didn't even try to. I didn't even want him.
Okay, but he wanted you and then you responded?
No, I didn't respond. But
okay.
They broke up after it, and he was like after me. He was trying to give me his number. He was trying to, you know what I'm saying? He was still trying to reach out to me. He was coming to the club trying to see me and shit. And I was just like, no. But I warned her in the beginning, like, Blaze, this is not a good idea. I don't think we should do this. But she was like, it's for his birthday and we're friends. And we're not going to let no little shit like no nigga come between us. And
famous last words.
Exactly. And boom.
Now
and I tried to tell her that he was trying to get at me or whatever. And then he flipped it. He flipped it. And he was like, no, your girl trying to get. I was like, nigga, I don't even want you.
Did he have money?
Yes.
Oh,
right.
That confuses a lot of people.
Right. That's and she was just like, bitch, you trying to get. I was like, girl, I do not want him. I'm good. Like, I told you. I was like, where did I get his? I didn't ask for his number. He gave it to me. I came and brought it to you. He slipped me his number when you went to the bathroom, bitch. I gave it to you. Like, I didn't ask him for it. Yeah. And if I did, he gave it to me, bitch. Like, so yeah.
That's why Medinah be saying what she says about the threesomes and only inviting certain people. Now, I personally like to be the guest like you were, but yeah, I would feel uncomfortable if I couldn't do it with a friend. It would have to be people that, like, I can be cool with them, but they're not my real friends. You know? It's not people I can hang out with because shit like that does happen. And then when you try and tell your girlfriend what's going on behind her back,
she think you trying to plot and shit. And
it's just like telling your friend that her man is cheating. You just got to wait till she figures it out.
I take pictures. I screenshot this nigga. He hugged up with this bitch.
Oh, like when you see him out?
If I see him out, if I see my homegirl, nigga,
like damn Inspector Gadget,
bitch, I'm paparazzi on that ass. Shh. Hey, boo. Bitch, this nigga hugged up.
Sometimes that's what you have to do.
Exactly, but I wouldn't just go, like, if I didn't have any proof, I wouldn't go back because when she go and confront him, he gonna twist it. So you gotta have evidence if you gonna tell. And it gotta be
that's
like,
what men do.
It gotta be like my real homegirl because I stay out of people's shit. I don't like, I'm like, you know what? Everybody get what they deserve. She'll find out on her own. But if it's my homegirl, I'll never want her to think that I knew and didn't let her know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I think situations be difficult if you're friends with both of them. And you're like, who's your loyalty to?
That's why you got to pick one friend of a couple. And I would hate for any of my friends to like start dating. That's going to be hard.
Right. And you like,
do I tell both of y'all? Do I tell
both of y'all ain't shit? Do I tell him you ain't shit?
Right. Because your ass cheating, he cheating.
Well, guess what? You know what? We attract what we are. So he is savage and she is too.
Well,
so
no, I don't know about that. People be saying that. Sometimes I think it's still opposites that are attracting.
It might be, but you attract what you need for whatever lesson it is you need in life. So
well, that's why my ass must be remedial because I be attracting the same damn type of niggas, and they be trying to teach.
From it?
I mean, I'm learning like no.
Well, that's why you.
I mean, I get it later, but then it's like, yes, I am on a merry-go-round. So then I've been telling them like I had to take a break for real from dating and stuff because I just was not processing the lessons, and it was like I was getting the same stuff happen. I was making excuses for people or like trying to reason and then listening to people who were like, oh, well, give them the benefit of the doubt. These niggas don't need no more benefits. You fucked. That's the only benefit you're getting.
Oh
I don't need no more benefits of the doubt.
That's a mutual benefit.
Is it?
It is like
you weren't there,
pleasure.
Bitch. It might not have been good. That's my point. I might not have even been getting pleasure, so it might have been a one-way street. And that's another hill to climb another day. But okay, I want y'all to walk with me through my mind. It's gonna take a second, but just stay with me.
Okay,
so
this
is the main topics that we want to talk about. So, we're going to go down Kiki Avenue, which is what I like to call the road in my mind. So, my mom was in town for the weekend, right? You know that. We had a good time, and she stayed with me, but I was extremely horny. Naturally, because my mama stayed at my place, she slept in my bed. I had no sense of privacy to go and twiddle my diddle, because everybody knows I like to masturbate at least once a day, right?
Oh, my God. I do, too.
Yeah,
well, maybe 3-4 times a week, but...
I thought you were about to say a day. I was about to say, yeah, that's ideal, but... Never mind. Okay, we're not on the same page, but I do like to do it every day, especially when I'm not fucking regularly. Now, if I have sex, let me rephrase that. If I remember that I had sex whenever, then it's like I don't have to. Sometimes, if it was really good, if you really did the right thing, then I can, and I don't have to do anything, and I can just ride with that. But usually, that is not the case. Sadly, that's just not the case. So anyway. My mama left yesterday, so I was laying in bed and I set the scene. I had all my toys fully charged. They hadn't been used in days. They had a break. They was probably like, damn, bitch, finally our asses can relax. I burned out my first vibrator, and that was in college. I was 18 years old. The motor burnt out and the inside was melting. It was bad. I could have burned my clit off. Anyway, so I had all my toys laid out. I had lit a candle. I had put on some music.
You like candles when you masturbate?
Well, bitch, this has been a long time since I had got some. I think I had sex the week before, but I couldn't remember if I had sex or not. Still undetermined on that.
That must have been some
I was so
trash.
fucking... No, it was just I was so drunk I could not remember. Like, I woke up and I was like, surely I didn't have sex with him because I had my clothes on. And then I got out of the bed and I went to the couch and my clothes were right there. And I was like, bitch, you don't even have on clothes. Like, sober the fuck up. You got to go to work in a few minutes. So, anyway, that was, what was that, Thursday night to Friday or something? I don't fucking know. One of those days when I came in there looking crazy. So,
that was Thursday.
That was Thursday. It was.
Like, damn, Kiki.
Yeah, it was you were absolutely right. So I couldn't remember anyway. Yes, sometimes I set the mood.
Okay.
And I needed to really come a few times and really just relieve some stress and sleep real good last night.
That is a good
I could spread out in my bed like I wanted to. So anyway, after I was done and I was laying there with that post-nut clarity, and I was just thinking like, should I call somebody else? It was storming last night. Should I call somebody else and try to
get another nut?
Yeah, because then I was just super horny. I had taken them she orgasms pills. My toys hit right, but then it was like,
why would you take the she orgasm pills when you ain't got nobody to fuck?
It was still gonna feel good. That shit it heightens the sensitivity.
That's like I don't have the X pill, like taking E, and you gonna roll by yourself. Man,
it is, and I had my wine. I had two. Them little cans of sparkling wine. They real cute. You can get them at Whole Foods, probably the regular grocery store too. But they're pink. They're cute. I be feeling classy based on my can of wine. So anyway, I drank 2 of those. I smoked a little hookah. I put my computer down. I went to my room to excuse myself and handle my business. So anyway, I was just laying there thinking. I was like, could I fuck somebody tonight? Should I call this nigga? He ain't call me, but so what? And I'm like having this whole conversation in my head back and forth. And then I was trying to figure out, do I like him? Or was the sex just good and it has me confused because that happened?
It does.
And do I want to like him? Do I want him to like me? Do I even care?
Do
I need to seduce him? Or like what? So these are all the things that are going through my head. And then I was thinking about this book by Robert Greene, The Art of Seduction.
Yes.
So I don't know
One
if
of
you
my
guys
favorite
have
books.
ever read The Art of Seduction. If you haven't, I think that you should read it.
It's a must read.
Buy it and keep it, and then you can go back and revisit it. It's one of those books, like the 48 Laws of Power. He wrote that book as well.
Absolutely.
And he talks about seduction and how seduction is really more psychological than it is physical.
It is.
And how really it's the art of manipulation,
Really?
which, it's pretty negative in a way, but it all depends on how you look at it, how you use it or whatever. Because it's one thing to like genuinely like somebody, but all of these different characters and how you seduce someone, it's not even just like sexual or romantic. It could be like friends, it could be career things, all sorts of ways you can seduce people. So you've read the book, right?
I did.
Okay, I'm going to go through the 9 different types. I'm just going to do a quick synopsis of each. And then I want to know what yours are or what yours
my ways
is.
of seducing.
Yeah, your favorites and your least favorites. Okay. Let me try. Okay, sorry, you guys. I had to change the battery and stuff on the camera. Okay, so... Okay. Okay, the seductive characters. So the siren. The siren, I think that's what most people think of when they think of like a seductress. The siren is supposed to... Yeah, that's supposed to represent the male fantasy. So that's something very simple. Next, the rake. That is the great female fantasy. And then there is the ideal lover. So this person, it says that broken dreams end up becoming lifelong fantasies, and the ideal lover is going to reflect your fantasy. They're like a pleaser. the dandy can't be categorized and hints at a freedom we want for ourselves because they're just so free. They kind of do their own thing. The natural learns early the value of retaining an innocent quality. I think a lot of girls use that one when they try to play dumb and innocent.
Or they try to play like the good girl. Like a lot of girls desperately want to be seen as the good girl. I'm like, bitch, bye.
I be trying to tell these niggas, I'm not the good girl. I'm just crazy. That's what I'm trying to hide. It's not the other stuff. Okay, the coquette, the ability to delay satisfaction. You probably do this shit.
I do.
Okay. The ability to delay satisfaction is the ultimate art of seduction. While waiting, the victim is held in thrall. Notice they're calling, I didn't put this in all, the victim.
Right, because they're because you have him like it's like you're dangling.
Yeah, they're hot and cold.
In front of them. You're dangling like, okay, so... In my experience, there's been like guys who I'm not necessarily that interested in, but they have potential. And so with them, it's like you keep them around because they're beneficial in some way or another. And you dangle the possibility of them getting the pussy at some later point in time so that you continue getting what you want. And you can do this for...
How long does it last, though, before you give them something?
No,
or do you just cut it off?
They never get it, right. And then once they get frustrated and realize that they're never going to get it, then you're like, so?
Then you have another one.
Yeah.
Okay. Another victim.
Like, oh, well.
All right. The charmer. I hate these niggas. Okay. The charmers are consummate manipulators, masking their cleverness by creating a mood of pleasure and discomfort. But they can't charm everyone. Cynics and confident types don't need the validation that the charmers can offer. So sometimes I find myself, it's like I meet these charmers. They annoy the fuck out of me.
Exactly.
Because I see it. I think I'm more of the cynic.
Right.
But it's just like, it always is off-putting to me when I meet a man who I'm just meeting and he's full of so many compliments that it seems like you just say this to everybody.
Exactly.
Like, if I met a nigga and he was all like, in my phone blowing me up talking about, I don't know, I want to marry you and all this other stuff.
And you just met him.
Yeah, and it's just like, nigga,
thirsty?
you don't even know me. You obviously want to fuck. And you could have just said that if you were cute.
Right.
Or rich. Okay, next.
Okay.
The charismatic. These people get on my nerves too because they're usually so loud, but they're good to have as friends. Okay, the charismatic.
What are you talking about?
No, they can rely on the power of words. Once people imagine you can save them from chaos, they often fall in love. Okay. And then what else does it say? Daily life is harsh, and most of us constantly seek an escape from it in fantasies and dreams. Okay. Oh, this is the star. Stars feed on this weakness. They are vague and ethereal. Learn to become an object of fascination by projecting the glittering presence of the star. They use Beyonce as an example of this with how private she can be, and she just seems
she'll come and just give you a little
bit, yeah. And it's just like this person is bigger than life.
Shadows.
Yeah, she seduced my ass. I be giving her all my damn money. Okay, so
I'm a mixture. I'm a combo.
Okay, what's your combo?
I'm definitely the siren.
Okay.
And then I am the charismatic one. I can be a charmer.
Bitch, don't say all of these things, but go ahead.
No. I'm like
Chante is like, I done read the book and I know how to apply each of these when necessary.
I know. And I'm different. I'm a chameleon. So I know how to play my role. I know how to play my part. So I know what I want in life. And I know what I want when I go into situations. So it's like I'm never going into a situation blind. And I appreciate honesty and upfrontness. So when I enter a situation, I know what this person wants out of it, and I know what I want too. So it's like I want to make it a win-win. But if it's not going to be a win-win, I'm going to be the winner. So I'll give you what you want. Or you know how you do with a 3-year-old with clothes to pick out? You pick 2 outfits. Okay. You know
I don't have kids.
But you have nieces
I let them do what they want.
Okay. But let's say you want to get them
I'm
to
the
do
cool
something.
aunt.
I am too. But let's say you want to get them to do something you to wear what you want.
Yeah.
So you pick out 2 outfits that you approve of. You don't send a 3-year-old in there and say, pick out.
Yeah.
You pick out 2 outfits and then you give them a choice.
Mm-hmm.
But either way they pick, it's going to be your choice.
Okay, so when it comes to seducing men, because you don't date women, I know that.
Right.
When it comes to seducing men, how do you decide if you are going to really manipulate a man or not?
See, that's the thing. I don't manipulate.
That's what this is, though, Chante.
I get what you're saying. See, mine is... Okay, so maybe I do.
Okay.
So I know when I first meet somebody if I want to fuck them or not.
Me too. I can agree.
And so I guess I'm guilty of...
Wait, how do you know? What is it about them that makes you want to fuck
I don't know.
them?
It's like an attraction. Like I read energy. I believe in energy and chemistry or whatever. So it's like you might meet somebody, you might be like, just think about like, I will fuck the shit out of him. But you won't say it out loud and you won't say it to him. You'll think it to yourself. And then you let him play his cards to see how he acts to determine whether or not he's going to get it.
Usually I'd be like, this nigga would have me acting fucking crazy and stalking his ass and shit. Yep, I'm a fuck.
See, so my thing
like,
is
bitch, you're
like,
really crazy.
So it may be like, so with the seduction or whatever, I don't really think I have to do much. I think it comes naturally. Like I'm just naturally seductive. Like my mannerisms and the way that I act and with men, it just happens without me even trying. But when it's a guy that I'm not really interested in, but I'm like, he's nice. He has, on paper, he looks good.
But you know you don't really want that
But you know
nigga.
you don't really want, but you're like, maybe if I get to know him, maybe. So those are the guys that usually end up in that pool, that little manipulated, dangle the pussy in his face. Maybe he'll have a potential, you know what I'm saying, to get at it or whatever. They kind of fall in that category. And with them, it's just basically dangling the pussy in their face like they're going to get it. I'll flirt a little bit, then I'll withdraw. I'll pull back, date a little bit, act like I'm into them the way they're into me or whatever. Or not even act like it, just
But what are you trying to get
accept
at? Why
their
do you
advances.
do that? That's something I don't get sometimes. Like, what are you trying to get out of them? Is it just like the attention of the man? Because like I get doing that. And we can both agree it's manipulative.
It is.
Not to say I haven't done it, because I be doing some trifling shit sometimes. But it's like, I ask myself, like, why am I doing this? Like, what do I want?
Well, with me, it's like I'm giving them a chance. Okay, you came.
But for what? When you know you don't want him.
But I might grow. You might grow on me.
Chante,
I might
how
want
often
you.
has somebody grown on
It's
you?
never happened. But
Okay. Talk about learning lessons.
It could. Well, I haven't done it lately, but I have in the past. Like in the last year,
Okay.
I haven't done it, but I have several times in the past. And out of that, it comes gifts.
That's what it is.
Gifts, money, trips, car. Got a car out of it. I had blueprints drawn up. I've been proposed to 6 times. So it's just...
Chante, you have lived a life. That needs to be your next book.
What? The
Just
life of Chante?
a memoir. Yeah, it could be like a series. But okay, wait, let's switch from just your mouthpiece. What happens when you are fucking these niggas and you use the physical seduction? How do you do that?
The physical seduction?
What's like some of your moves? What do you do? Because we get a lot of emails from girls. I'm not trying to get you to give away all your secrets.
Okay.
But we get a lot of emails from girls who are like, oh, I want to make this guy like me. Or, oh, like I had sex with him. It wasn't that great. How do I get it to be better? Is it me? Is it him? I don't feel that confident. Like they have all these issues and they're trying to figure out how to fuck somebody. Now, I'd be like, well, bitch, you can fuck him good and that don't mean he's going to say, but you can put in a good effort.
Well,
so what are some of your things?
If you really like for me, I have to really like a person. I have to really, really like
I think they're trying to seduce them not to get shit, but to make them.
To make them like her.
Like them or give them better sex.
Okay. So, what I teach women in the class or in the workshop or whatever is that you have to go into it enthusiastic. You have to really, really like what you're doing. So, if you want to train a man how to treat you. And not by telling him, I want you to do this. I want flowers on this day. I want roses. I want this. It's basically you reward his positive behavior. Like when he does things that you want him to do.
Like a dog.
Absolutely, like Pavlov's theory.
Uh-huh.
So when he does something that you really want him to do, suck his dick. Fuck the shit out of him. Like, do something that he wants you to do too. Because that's positive reinforcement. And I don't really think that's manipulation. It's just like, it's an even exchange. He did something that you wanted, so you did something that he wanted. And then when he does something that you don't want, you withdraw your attention.
You know what I think, too? I think a lot of the women who are writing in for advice is not even that they're really trying to get somebody to like them. I think they want them to like them having sex, and they really don't know. I didn't realize how many people were prude or just had no idea of what to try.
How to do
so
in
like
the bedroom.
so they're like trying to figure out how to spice it up, but they're just like, I don't know
what to do.
My friends are not helping me. They're doing, regular stuff, missionary doggy style.
Okay, so I would say buy some books, watch some videos. Ask him what he likes.
Go to your class.
Exactly. Come to my class. Buy my book. But ask him what he likes. Like, everybody likes their banana peel different. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
It's like,
in your experience, what's like something that seems to be pretty universal?
Pretty universal is...
That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, men like a lot of saliva. Some of them like it sloppily wet, and some of them just want it enough so that your mouth glides without causing friction.
I feel like you probably have a trick for this. So sometimes when I do like, I gotta like them to really suck the soul out of their dick and snatch it up. But when I'm trying to get like a lot of saliva in my mouth, sometimes it gets to be not cotton mouth, only if I have a little bit of edibles beforehand, but that's another story for another day. Don't do edibles or smoke weed before you suck dick. I don't think that's a good idea. I learned that the hard way. I just made me eat my pussy. It was fine. But anyway, sometimes I feel like I'm gonna vomit, and I have vomited on a dick before, and I just had to take like a G and throw it. Chante, you know I ate. I'm always gonna eat, girl.
Let me tell you, cannot eat when you.
I didn't eat right before, but I'm eating, Chante. You think I'm about to miss a meal?
You got you can't eat within 2 hours.
Not necessarily 2 hours. I don't be trying to deep throat. Now, whoa, wait a minute.
You don't
ain't
like
none of
to feel
these
in the back of your throat?
No, first of all, these niggas ain't my man. They just my man of the hour. Whoa,
fuck my throat.
Oh my God, no. When it gets back there, I be feeling like I'm about to die, and it's like, oh my God, my grandparents are still alive. What is anybody gonna tell my grandparents when I die? So now that you've killed me, what are you going to tell my family? She literally choked on a dick and died. Like, are they going to be able to close my mouth for the funeral? Am I going to have a closed casket? I'm just going to have to be cremated. Burn it all up.
Oh my God. But they have spray. There's a throat
I've tried the spray.
A numbing spray.
It helps a little bit.
Lidocaine.
It's not so much food.
Kind of like Chloraseptic.
Yeah, it's not so much food. It's the drinks. And I'm not putting that down either.
Right. Okay, so.
But do you have a trick or no? It's just like, bitch, stop doing this so you don't have this problem.
I don't throw up when I'm sucking dick. But no.
Did you get your tonsils removed?
I did not. But look, if you do this.
I tried that. Don't work.
And hum. You gotta hum. But you can disguise it as a moan, so you're like,
If I was doing it probably feels good on them. It's like a little vibration.
It vibrates the dick or whatever, but hum and go down on it.
What's some good things to say? Like, what if I was trying to spice it up and like say some nasty shit?
Because
that stuff I be wanting to do.
I want to feel your dick in the back of my throat, come in my mouth. I want to swallow your cum.
No, then he gonna really come in your mouth.
Exactly, and then you gotta swallow it.
If that nigga wasn't eating his vegetables, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening, lady. So just if you know that nigga don't eat right and all he eat is American deli,
then make a whole bunch of saliva. Make a whole bunch of saliva.
No.
And it will disguise the taste. Once he comes, push the dick all the way in the back of your throat, and it'll go right down. It'll bypass your taste buds. It won't be on your tongue. It'll go down your throat.
Chante,
and then drink some water.
Let me just be very honest with you. I have been swallowing cum since I was 18 years old, so that was a long time ago. I've swallowed a lot of cum, you guys. There are some niggas
that is gross, but maybe you've been swallowing cum wrong. You've been letting it hit your tongue, and it goes right across your taste buds.
It's also the feeling. It's also the feeling, like you know when
slimy you're okra.
Kinda, yeah. But like when you're sick and you like. And then you get that mucus. It's in the back of your throat, but you just feel the weight of it. But yeah, I do tell people to like have it shoot to the back of your throat, so it's not really on your tongue. But if his diet is healthy, it's okay because I like to let it run down my mouth. Like I'll like
let it ooze back out,
and then I keep sucking his
that
dick.
If you don't like to swallow, then that's the way. And
Yes,
that's what I say in the book. I was like, if you don't like to swallow, let them come in your mouth, catch it,
Spit it out.
But you don't spit it out. You just let it run back out of your mouth, and then you take it and you start jacking his dick and start sucking it.
And use both of your hands to touch it, rub it on your titties and shit to spread it out.
Exactly, rub it all on.
You gotta dilute that
shit.
Like
that ball. Like don't forget the balls. So then start
now,
rubbing
I like
his balls
sucking
and
balls.
Balls
it's a
good.
lot easier. And my jaw gets weak. So sometimes the balls, that's where I go when I need a break.
Mm-hmm. And do you keep jacking the dick when you're sucking the balls?
Sometimes. But
you should, because it helps. It keeps his arousal up, and
sometimes I want it to go down.
Why do you want it to
Because bitch, I'm tired. Sometimes I be done. But
I
you know
so
what
happy
I do
when a dick stay hard. I
you be
so
fucking
happy.
niggas with erectile dysfunction?
No, my nigga my nigga
who
legendary dick.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker stay hard. I suck it, it be hard. I get on it, I ride it, he nut, it be hard. I get on it, I ride it.
See, and that's the time when I don't want to keep stroking. Chante, how long do you like to have sex in one session?
We go for rounds. So
do you take a break in between rounds? Or it's like a boxing match?
Like 20, 30 minutes or nothing. But sometimes he says it feels like he was in a fight. Because we went out of town. We went out of town.
I'm listening. Keep talking.
And he nutted 8 times. And he was like, this was vacation sex. He was like, you're going to kill me. It was just so good. And I just wanted to keep fucking. So.
Chante, you are a character, girl.
My pussy.
What about eating ass? Do you like to eat ass?
I don't, but I like to get my ass eaten.
Well, you told us that already. Why don't you like to eat ass? I would think you would do it.
I mean, I would slip my tongue down there or whatever, but I like getting my pussy ate from the back.
Mm-hmm. I do like that.
And then
especially if he has a big nose.
And usually what happens is if he's eating my pussy from the back, then he'll spread my ass cheeks. He grabs me and spread me. He'll eat my ass too.
I'm talking about you eating ass, bitch, not him.
No, I mean, I've tried it before, but it's not.
Did it stink?
No, it didn't stink. He bathed.
That was good. Everybody doesn't do that.
For a very long time since I was
I'm glad you taught him well.
My ex. But I tried it and he didn't really like it. I didn't really like it. I was like,
I like to at least try to do it. Most niggas don't let me do it. So I've only done it like a handful of times. Or like, not a handful of times, a handful of niggas, let me be clear. But they feel like I'm about to like, I don't know what they think I'm gonna do. Probably. Or they don't know what I'm about to do and don't let them have listened to this show because I said I did want to try to peg someone. I just want to try it. I want to see what it'll be like.
You want to put your finger in somebody's ass?
No, I want to like put a dick in their ass. Not a real dick.
A dildo?
Yeah. I just want to see.
Okay, so let's say you have a guy, and he will allow you to fuck him with a strap on. Would you fuck your guy with a strap on?
Yeah, I would try it once. Yeah.
Would you feel a certain kind of way about him
no.
if he did that?
If he let me do it, no. Now, what would make me feel weird is if he was like, that wasn't that great, and he was faking like it was the first time, and it's like, well, who the fuck else has been back here, bitch? Like, what's going on? But
right.
No, I want to try it.
Said, hey,
sometimes
like he's not gay or whatever, but he's like, I want my ass penetrated, and he wants like. And
I would be like, I have been waiting for this.
What if he started requesting it when y'all start having sex?
That's
he's
fine,
like,
but I'm gonna be like, listen, baby. You know my ass don't be in the gym like that. So it's only so many strokes you about to get out of this here, okay? And I still need mine. But yeah, I would do it.
That's what I think.
I've never tried it.
Right.
And I want to try it. I want to see.
If I loved a guy and we were together, if I was in love, and he was like, babe, I want you to do. I think I would too.
I would do it. I don't feel
but I don't think I would be opposed. Like I wouldn't condemn somebody for their sexual fantasies or
because it's like I'm a woman. Because most people have an issue with it because they feel like it's gay. Okay, whatever. But I'm a woman. I know I'm a woman.
And that's the male G-spot.
Yeah, and it's like I want you to feel pleasure, just like I'm feeling pleasure. Now,
exactly.
I started to tell a lie. I started to say I would only do that for somebody who fucked me good. But any man who's not fucking me good who asked me to do it, I will do it for them too. But you better be careful because I'm tearing that ass up, okay? And I'm gonna be very rough. Have you ever been fucked in the ass?
I tried it.
And how did that go for you?
It was too big. It was like being constipated, bitch. It was
I've
like,
tried it too, and
it was I tried it. It couldn't even get all the way. I was like, nope.
It's painful.
No,
it's like having your whole body ripped.
If I ever get married,
yeah,
which right, but if I ever get married, I will eat my husband's ass and I will let him fuck me in the ass. But if that doesn't happen, then that's not going down with me. It's just not gonna happen.
If my husband buys this body I want, I'll consider it. But then I'll be like, you can't be messing up your investment. What if you rip me in half, nigga? No.
Right.
I just Okay, so I know that you wrote this book, How to Eat a Banana.
Yes.
You have the class.
I got one for you.
Oh, thank you. It looks so good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How to Eat a Banana, the art of oral pleasure. Learn to give head like a porn star. I'll put a picture up because that's far. Oh, Chante, please don't lick the mics.
I'm not licking the mic. I'm just
messing with you because your tongue is long as fuck.
It's not that long. It's an average size tongue. I've seen bitches that can touch their nose with their tongue.
So in the back of this book,
it's
Chante,
dirty phrases and dirty sayings.
I'll be waiting for you at the door, mouth wide open.
So those are like
I can't wait
to
drain you tonight.
Exactly.
Nobody fucks me as good as you do. That's the biggest lie I ever told.
That nobody fucks me as good as you do. When I say it,
I
I'm
say it a
telling
lot.
the truth. Oh, you stupid. No, if I say, because I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to tell you that it's good if it's not good. I'm not going to boost your ego and stroke your ego
use
and
this
shit.
first one. I can't wait till this is for a group date. Okay, ladies, this is what you do for a group date. I can't wait. You send him a text while you sit next to him after he squoze into the booth next to you.
Before, this is like foreplay, early foreplay.
Just early in the day, not in the relationship. You don't have to wait 2 years like Chante did. I'm not advising that.
No.
Okay, I can't wait till we're alone so I can wrap my tongue around your dick. He gonna be like, let's check, please, bitch. Okay, well, I won't read them all.
You're saying this on the phone, like, so you're building up to. This is before you even do the date.
Dirty practice phases. Wait, what? Before the date?
So it's like
I was gonna be using these on my date.
I mean, you can use them on your date, but let's say you're in a relationship with a guy, whatever. He's at work, he calls you, whatever. I can't wait till you get home. I'm gonna wrap my tongue around that dick. You want him to come right home after work. You don't want him to go
for a hood nigga.
Happy hour with the guys or whatever. You want him to come home. You want him to be thinking about what you're gonna do.
Homicide this pussy. You be fucking a lot of hood niggas, don't you?
Homicide this pussy.
I want to swallow you whole. I feel so sore from last night. I can still feel your dick inside me. That is a good feeling, though.
I can. You know how you still feel the dick throbbing in your mouth?
Yeah, not in my mouth, bitch.
Or in your pussy or wherever.
My pussy, bitch. Because my mouth, no. But sometimes I do like to. I won't read all of them, but sometimes I do. When I feel like somebody has really fucked me good, I like to try and snatch their souls. And so what I do is when I'm sucking their dick, because I need to be in a position, like after we fucked each other really good, then I just suck their dick and I tell them that I'm going to swallow their cum. I do it. I don't make a frown, even if it doesn't taste good.
Smile,
and I keep doing it. And then you have to look them in the eyes. And then you have to, okay, here's something that I learned along the way. You have to get on top of them, like be in a position where you are on top of them so that they can't like run away from you. You can't be on your knees because they can get up. They might accidentally knee you in the head trying to run away and stuff. Accidents happen. Not that I know that from experience, but accidents can happen. So you need to be in a position where you can put your weight on him and keep him from moving and just make him take it.
Too, it has to be with a guy that you really, really like or that you really want to be with.
Why?
Because you're going to create a stalker if you're doing this to like regular niggas or niggas that you don't want to be with. Or you just have a
long-term fuck buddy where you
a long-term fuck buddy or whatever. Because the thing is, like, women use sex for love, to get love.
Huh?
Women, okay, so women were emotional.
Oh, I see. I thought
women
about
use
it.
sex for love. They're like, if I fuck him and I do this and he's gonna love me or whatever. And men use love for sex. They be like, I'm gonna tell this bitch I love her because I want that pussy. You get what I'm saying? So the thing is, men are providers. They want to do for their woman. They want to give. They want to do everything. And women, we want to give too. So I think the way we express our love is by giving superb head and giving him the best orgasms that he's ever had in his life. And then how he reciprocates is by providing and taking care of you and doing all the things that you want him to do in a relationship. So I don't suggest doing that kind of stuff, like you said, that looking in his eyes and sucking it after he comes and swallowing it, unless you really, really like the guy and you really want to keep him. It's not
I'm not saying listen to it, Chante. That shit is
not
fun.
for throwaways. It's
Why?
not because those throwaways turn to suckers. I'm telling you, you can't. Well, for me, in my personal experience.
Well, I don't know. I've only done it to 2.
I'm only gonna swallow your cum if I want to keep you. I'm not swallowing your cum if you're a throwaway. Absolutely
I do a
not.
lot of shit I say I wouldn't when I'm drunk, but I will only keep sucking your dick after you've come and try to make you come again if you fucked me good.
I got you.
And I want to fuck you again.
And the thing too, I don't date anybody that, like, if I can't see myself sucking your dick and doing all that, I can't go there. I can't get intimate with you. If I can't see myself doing all of that, I can't get intimate.
Yeah. Every week, somebody says something that makes me realize I'm really an easy, simple hoe.
You're stupid.
Because it really doesn't take much. Oh, my God. I got to stop saying it. But it really doesn't take much. That's why I guess maybe I'm a lot easier than most people. Because, like, when guys will write in, they're like, you can't just tell a girl that you want to fuck her because that's not going to work and blah, blah, blah.
And you're like, yes, you can.
Sometimes if the attraction is there, she can be like, okay, I can appreciate your honesty. You're not about to lead me on. We got a good understanding. We see each other.
Right.
Okay.
So let's just fuck. And then that's it.
I be telling these niggas, don't be trying to fuck me too good, though. And you can't play these seduction games with me because I'm going to be acting crazy.
Exactly.
I'd rather you tell me straight up, I'm easy. Just tell me. It's okay.
Right, but that's the thing when you're like,
They don't know.
So you're fucking somebody that you don't see anything long term with or you don't want to be with or whatever. Then he fucks the shit out of you, or a guy that told you that he's just trying to fuck, but now he fucked the shit out of you and now you like, you want something more.
That's what my cocktail is about. Okay, so on that note, it's time to move on to indecisive Diane.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
All right, Diane, what you got for us this week? Hey, ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. I'm going to make this short, quick, and to the point. So listen. Let me close my door. There's this place. It's called St. Cecilia. It's a 5-star restaurant in Atlanta. If you like oysters, you're going to love this place. Go here with someone that you want to kiss all in the mouth, use the tongue, all that good stuff. Get nasty with... Diane, what's the address? All right, ladies, here's the address. 3455 Peachtree Road, Northeast, Atlanta, Georgia. Get there early, make a reservation, go there for lunch, go there for dinner. You're going to love it. Thanks, Diane. No problem, ladies.
Okay, and we're back, and it's time for advice. So I'm just going to do one advice letter
Just
today.
this week.
Or maybe I'll do 2. I have a few pulled up. So
Okay.
this one, the subject line is wheelchair babe.
Wheelchair
I probably
babe.
shouldn't have said that. Oh, well, okay. Just pretend like I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, but that was the subject line. All right. Hey, ladies. How's it going? Shout out to my friend Law School for putting me onto your show. And I've been hooked ever since. I need your advice about something. I met this guy online and we exchanged numbers. We started off texting and I told him what I was looking for in a guy and he told me what he was looking for in a woman. We also sent each other pictures. He was fine as hell. He told me he was 32 with no kids and did construction. One thing we discussed that was important to us was kids. He wanted twins, and I did too.
Aw,
This sounds like
fairy tale.
the ideal lover that be telling you
Right.
what you want to hear. Okay, after a day of talking, he wanted to take me on a date to a steakhouse that Saturday coming up. Well, Saturday came, and we didn't go out. He was supposed to call, but never did. So we continued to talk, even though he faked me out. The fuck?
What? Bitch, you supposed to block him. But
Okay.
okay,
Block.
continue.
Okay. We talk on the phone for hours and text all day and night. Honestly, my day isn't right if we don't talk. And when we don't talk, all I do is think about him. Girl.
And
You
hold
join
on,
a
y'all
book
ain't
club.
even met in person?
She met him online.
Bitch, you lonely and desperate. But okay, I'm sorry. My bad. My bad.
It's
I'm
hard
just a
finding
guest.
niggas. Everybody's not a seductress like you.
I'm
Okay.
just a guest host.
Okay. Walking, she's all she can do is thinking about him, walking around sad. When you do reach out, I light up like a Christmas tree.
Aww.
He has my heart.
She should come to my class.
We have been doing this for the last 3 months. Yes, just talking. So he wanted me to come watch the game with him one Friday night, and I was like, cool. I told him to drop his location, and I'll be on my way. What you think happened?
He didn't drop the location.
Okay, I got all dressed
Take your
up.
ass out again.
I got all dressed up, put on a cute outfit, makeup, hair laid for the gods, just to be stood up again. He never dropped his location and hit me up with some bullshit excuse. So at this point, I'm thinking,
thirsty.
okay, either he ain't who he says he is, or he's just wasting my time.
Right.
That following week, he was like, I need to just leave him. I was like, I just need to leave him alone. He got some things going on. Oh, no, he said, I need to just leave him alone, and he's got some things going on that I wouldn't understand, and I told him to try me. He wouldn't believe the things I've been through. I even tried to video chat him, and he wouldn't answer for me. So at this point, I'm like, okay, now I'm being catfished for real. And this is 3 months in. Okay, about 2 weeks later, he finally tells me that he was shot when he was 16 years old in the neck, and he's paralyzed.
I was about to say, it sounds like he's hiding something. Mm-hmm. Either he has a whole family. And,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was something along the lines of 90 Day Fiancé. He was using somebody else's photos and life, and he's really poor and looking for citizenship. And she was calling, but they had an internet block or something on the video chat, and that's why he couldn't drop pins and stuff. I've been watching a lot of 90 Day Fiancé, Love at First Sight, and all this shit. Okay, anyway, I straight told him, okay, cool. I can sit on your lap while you pop willies on the sidewalk, and we can do 360s. Don't really know what that means, but okay, sounds like fun. I had no problem with him in a wheelchair. I finally went to see him.
Does it work?
I'm getting there. Okay, I finally went to see him, and he's not bad looking at all.
Okay.
He has some nice, sexy-ass lips, nice hair, nice eyes. He doesn't look nothing like the pictures he sent me, but he's decent. I've been practicing abstinence, and I'm 4 months in, so I see this as a good thing. We're getting to know each other and making a connection. He can't have intercourse. His dick don't work.
Oh, my God,
but
no.
Listen. But ain't nothing wrong with that mouthpiece, and I don't have any problem with sitting on his face. Naturally, I mean, I'm sure he's good at just laying there. So
I'm pretty sure, but
okay. She said he does a very good job. Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
he can't. The others, he better.
Y'all. Okay, the problem is that he doesn't want to get out of the house or go anywhere, and he's 40, and I'm about to be 30. And wants to be with just one person and have kids. I told him I want a baby when I come back from Greece in October. And he, damn, bitch, you moving fast. My bad. I'm sorry. I mean,
thing don't even work. How you gonna have a baby, bitch?
But that's what she's telling him. I want a baby. So
this ain't gonna work.
You can't be with one person.
Your time.
Okay. And he gets mad because he can't give me what I want. He's the one who lied to me. He knew from the jump he couldn't give me the life that I wanted. But then again, what you want might make you cry, and what you need might pass you by, and what you need, ironically, will turn out what you want to be if you just let it.
Okay, girl, let him suck that pussy for a little while you find your Mr. Right that can give you some babies, because it's not going to happen with him.
Well, hold on. I feel like I invested so much time with him, and I don't want to just stop talking to him, but the worst part is getting hurt by a person you explain your pain to. By the way, he invited me to the family barbecue this past weekend and already introduced me as his girlfriend. I fell in love with him, and I care for him deeply. I'm a lot happier, and he keeps me laughing and smiling, and now I don't know what to do. Signed, he's my wheelchair babe.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well,
so you said move on.
Well, okay, so for Go Kids then, since you're so in love and he's
that's really
babe,
what you have to go to.
He eats your pussy and you don't need penetration. Me, for one, I need penetration. I need to feel you deep down inside me. Hell no, fingers can't touch bottom. The fuck? Huh? Fingers can't touch bottom. I need you to touch.
You won't let his fingers play with your pussy?
They can't touch the bottom of my pussy.
Oh, he might have really long fingers.
Bitch.
I personally have a shallow vagina, so
well,
that's why I like those big ass dicks.
I don't think mine that shallow, cause boy, he working with a monster.
Oh my God,
I like to feel it in my stomach.
Honestly, though, friend. you need to decide how bad you want kids. And if this is somebody that you really want to be with and you're willing to deal with him being in a wheelchair, not that there's something wrong with that, but I think that you do. If this is a person that you're really seriously considering being with for the rest of your life and he's paralyzed, that's something that you have to think about because you're going to have to take care of him. Right. Even when you're sick of his shit, and even when y'all are fighting, that's a major responsibility.
Then when you
want to
go out,
lightly.
and the reason why he don't want to go out probably because somebody got to hoist him out of the chair into the car, fold the chair up, put it in the back. And so the thing is, like, you were saying that you're in love with this person that you really don't even know, but maybe you're just desperate and lonely, and you need to get out more.
Just because she's talking to him, she didn't know what he looked like.
Exactly, but she's willing to but she's willing to accept this, and she has things that she really wants in life, and she's willing to rearrange her.
I personally think kids are overrated, girl. You might not be missing out that much.
Oh, you might not be, but I'm just saying she wants that experience though, and now she's saying, "Oh, he lied." First of all, you can't build a relationship on deception. You can't.
That is true.
If your foundation is a bed of lies, then it's gonna crumble. So it needs to be like. How you go into a relationship, your intent when you go in is how it's going to end. So even if your intent changes in the middle of it, because you went in it with false pretenses, it's going to crumble. So if you went in on a lie, that lie is not going to float you. Even if you change your mind in the middle and like, oh my God, I really like this person. But you started out with deceptive tendencies. So it's going to end the same way it began. So you got to go in.
Listen to Chante. I just told y'all how I be giving these niggas excuses. I don't learn my lesson.
Don't be giving. No, I don't give excuses. Okay. So with me and my nigga, whatever, he's honest with me. Mm-hmm. I know about his whorish tendencies and everything. But he's honest. So I have the choice. The choice to decide if I want to deal with it or not. It's not like he lied to me and try to make me believe. Right. And so it's like, and that was my requirement from the beginning. Like, just keep it 100. Just be real with me and let me know what the fuck is going on so that I can decide if it's something that I want to continue with or not. Mm-hmm. Because if I find that you lied to me, then bitch gonna go batshit crazy and you're not gonna like that side of me. And so that's the thing.
Yeah, you won't.
Exactly. And so it's like we have an honest relationship and I enjoy it.
Well, that just sounds shitty. Write us back and let us know what you decide to do, girl. Okay, next letter. This one says, y'all please help me with my sad life. This is the last advice letter. Please keep me anonymous. All right, girl. If you want to use a name, please call me Jasmine. All right, Jasmine. I love the show and appreciate all the great content you ladies put out. I hope you all keep doing more live shows as I'm excited to attend when one comes near my area. By the way, we'll be in Houston and Dallas in case you missed the beginning. Okay. I really need your advice. I turned 24 2 weeks ago and have never been in a real relationship or ever really dated. Well, girl, it's a hot girl summer. It's time to get to work.
Hot girls, you see this?
Okay. She wasn't playing. Chante came back from the weekend like, hot girl, what?
Bitch, it was Freaknik in Atlanta.
I know. My mama was trying to go, and I was trying to get tickets, but I didn't really think she
God,
wanted to go.
Called me. I had credentials. JD had got me credentials, everything.
Yeah, Zim told me to call JD, but I didn't know if my mom was serious or not, but she got drunk on Friday night at Harold, so it was probably best we didn't go. Okay. And we had a dinner party. We were being classy-based. Anyway, I had a little something in high school, but I don't really count that since I was so young and immature. Now, I'm not a virgin. I have had sex with 3 different men since I lost my virginity when I was 16, which was 8 years ago. Oh. I had a lot of sex with my first as we messed around on and off from the time I was 16 until like 20. In November, I was inspired by you ladies, as well as ladies of other podcasts I listened to, and said that I was going to go out here and live the whole life that I truly desire.
Oh my God, y'all are corrupting bitches.
Be telling people to do the shit you want to do. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe, but be a responsible hoe.
Be responsible.
You know, because we can't help you with certain issues that may arise.
Right.
Okay, I got on Tinder. I met this man who wasn't fine, but he was tall, I feel you, and who I thought would have bomb dick. That's where he messed up. Okay, we had sex once, which was good, but the mood was wrong. I may write in a cocktail about that time because looking back on it, it was hilarious. Oh, yes, please do. But about 3 months later, I went to the doctor and found out he had given me an STD.
Oh, my God.
A treatable one.
Niggas.
Well,
Raw.
keep listening. No, she
Okay.
didn't. But yes, she did. But keep listening. Okay, a treatable one, but an STD nonetheless. After that, I deleted my profile. I was done with that Tinder shit, and just returned to how I was doing life before, giving up on meeting men and dating altogether. Oh, I really do just want to be out there dating and getting good dick, but it just isn't happening for me. I haven't ever really been on a real date and count on one hand how many guys I've ever really talked to and might have a finger or two left over. Wait.
What?
I haven't ever really been on a real date and can count on one hand how many guys I've ever really talked to and might have a finger or two left over.
Oh, so she's three guys.
Those
your
three
finger
from the
or two.
beginning. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I have attached a couple of pictures so you can tell me if it's just that I'm ugly, if that's my problem. Y'all, please help me and let me know how I get out here and date and get dick that isn't going to give me diseases. I'm tired of this life. Thank you so much, Jasmine. P.S. We did use a condom during sex with the guy who gave me the STD, but when he was hitting it from the back, he removed it without my knowledge.
Dirty dick nigga. Okay, so first of all, you need to be more selective in the niggas that you fucking like.
Yeah.
It's like he knew he had something, he intentionally gave it to her.
Or
like
he's just
removed it.
trifling and never even got tested and didn't know.
That's just but for somebody to remove a condom without your knowledge while he's hitting it from the back, that just speaks of creep. Like,
yeah,
foul.
like you don't want to fuck
like,
with somebody like that. That's so
exactly
fucked up.
like you're using protection or whatever, and he removes it without your knowledge.
And for what? Are you just trying to spread diseases?
Exactly.
Do you want me to be pregnant? Are you trying to be a deadbeat dad? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I think she should be more selective in the
Yes.
guys, and she should work on loving herself. Self-love
Absolutely.
is key.
You're not ugly.
Yeah, right. If you're saying like, I want to be able to find quality dick, like, girl, dick is out here.
Well,
dick is out there.
it is out there. Now, quality dick.
Nigga, give you dick
This
before
is the
they
thing.
feed you.
You need to work on, I tell everybody this, work on pleasing yourself first, right? Because that's going to help you when you do have sex with someone else to know how to make it good. Because some guys, they don't know. They just been banging all their lives. Nobody, they've never put in any real effort.
And
they
then
think
people
that they're
have
nasty
lied.
ass niggas because they like to hit it from the back and slap an ass or something, and they might call you a bitch or a dirty slut when they're fucking you. That doesn't make you nasty. That doesn't make you a freak. That makes you a regular ass nigga like the rest of them.
Exactly.
So,
and then
explore
women have
your
lied
own
to
body.
them and told them it's good or
Yes.
fake their orgasms.
Y'all know we be
like
lying
they
to these
doing it.
niggas.
I'm
Y'all know
not
we be
gonna
faking
fake
it.
I'm not faking shit. If
But
you
have
don't
you
make me
ever?
come, no, I don't
I
fake
have.
it. I do
I
not
faked
fake
it, but I stopped doing that.
No,
I did
I
that when I
don't-
was a young girl.
I don't fake it. When I was younger, I just be like, well, I didn't feel nothing. I'd be like, I don't fake it. If you don't make me come, I'm gonna start playing with my pussy when you're done to let you know that I
will
wasn't
ask
satisfied.
them to reach into that drawer or reach into my purse because usually I'm at their house. Rarely anybody
Reach
comes
into
to
my purse and give me that vibrator.
Yeah, I'd be like passing that little pink bag. I have a traveling bag, and I just let me show you
Exactly. So I'll play with my pussy, but for her, I think that if she works on herself and furthering herself, loving herself, and everything, then she'll attract more better quality men.
Me too.
So it's like,
I agree with that.
Get you some hobbies, find you something to do with yourself.
And I know
work
y'all
on your
don't want to do
career.
this, and I don't care what anybody says. As uncomfortable as it is so important to talk to these niggas about when they got tested. It doesn't have to be
Absolutely.
something awkward. It doesn't have to be like a really uncomfortable, or it may be uncomfortable, but oh well. It's more uncomfortable to have an itchy, funky, oozing, pus-looking vagina than it is to ask a nigga, hey, when's the last time you got tested? I'm going today. Do you want to come with me?
I was about to say that. If you want to do that, and I'm saying if you're going to go as far as to ask, then ask if you guys can go get tested together. Because just asking, anybody can say anything.
I
Anybody
want
can
to see
fix
the
their
results.
lips.
And even when you do see the results, it's like, okay, but
Let's
you could have
go
fucked
get
somebody
tested
today.
together. Exactly.
Yeah, let's go
So-
together. You can make it a thing. And then that way the both of you know for sure what's going on, at least at that moment. Now, if you're not monogamous, that's a whole other thing. But even still, it's something.
Right.
Because you're going to want to know where you got it from. You don't want to be like Miranda on Sex and the City having to call 55 niggas to
And
see who
be
gave you
like-
chlamydia.
Right. Oh, you remember that episode?
They play Sex and the City at the place I get waxed. So I see that
Oh,
episode
so you
a lot.
see it.
Okay, so now
Okay.
you guys, it's time for us to move on to our cocktails. And remember, if you guys ever want to send an advice, the advice email is CockTales, CockTales @gmail.com. And if you want to send in a cocktail, you have a sexual confession or an embarrassing story or whatever that you want to send in, send it to CockTales.atl@gmail.com. All right, Chante.
But if you ain't got a buck, I won't cover. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. One double D, so it's nothing. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe, was a hoe, was a hoe.
Okay.
Do you have your story already?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
This is
Shoot.
back in my stripper days. And I had this.
Where did you strip?
I used to dance at Follies.
Oh, okay. They have good
And
chicken wings.
I used to dance at pinups, but it was guys and dolls before it was pinups. It was it had guys on one side. And it was a white club. And Follies used to be a white club. So I danced at white clubs.
Sometimes it still looks
okay,
a
so
little
this
white
is gonna give away my age.
daytime.
So when I danced at pinups, it was guys and dolls. And then it changed to a hood club and I went to Follies.
Okay.
Follies was a white club then, before before BMF came and turned it to a black club.
Uh-huh.
So I danced there when it was a white club.
Uh-huh.
But I had a Camry and it was paid for, and I didn't want to get a new car because I didn't want a car note. I didn't want it, I just had to pay insurance and I was happy with that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about maintenance. So the oil light would come on and I would turn the car off and turn it back on.
Bitch, what?
To make the oil light go off. It's the oil change light. So I turned the car off and turned it back on, and it went off. I'm like, problem solved. So anyway.
Did you thought you had a short in your light?
Bitch, I don't know. I was just like, damn it, the light's on. Turn it off, turn it back on. Light's gone.
All right,
Yeah.
I roll it.
So anyway, I did this for a while, like for maybe 3 or 4 months. And then my engine locked up because the bitch didn't have oil change.
Right.
The oil turned to sludge.
Yeah.
So I had this friend named Chad, and he was like, well, I got this guy that can fix your car. He rebuilds motors and everything. Because they were like, the motor was going to cost me like $3,000 or something to get a new motor. And he was like, well, he'll rebuild it for you. I don't know what he charged, but I'll, put you two together, whatever. And I don't know what Chad told him, but obviously he told him I was a stripper. And this motherfucker was just like, at first when I talked to him, he was cool. He was like, I'm going to charge you $400. And I was like, well, that's a bargain. He's like, you pay for the parts and everything, and I'm going to charge you $400 for labor. So he was like, whatever parts you need, new pistons and bearings, all that shit. You pay for the parts, and I'm going to charge you $400 for the labor. Yeah. So I was like, cool. That can work, because I was like, I'll probably be out like $1,000 instead of $3,000, right? So he was like, yeah. So we had talked on the phone. So then the next day I went to meet him, and they had to tow the car to his home shop.
Yeah.
And I don't know what conversation he had with Chad between that time, but when I got there, he was like, "Oh, so you dance?" I was like, "Yeah."
Is that a discount?
Well, no, his whole demeanor changed. So he wanted to change the deal. He wanted to fuck me. And he basically approached me like that. He had like maybe 6 or 7 fucking kids. He had
He wanted
wife.
to fuck you instead of get some cash?
Well, he reduced it from the $400 to $200.
You wanted $200 and a side of pussy.
And right. And I was like,
this is why niggas don't be paying their child support, because their priorities are fucked
for
up.
Pussy.
Yeah.
But my whole thing was like,
$200?
No, but I was like, and you want to fuck me and you still want to charge me? I was offended. I was like, nigga, that's some bomb ass pussy. You want to fuck me and still charge me? Oh, okay. You want to get fucked. Got you.
You fuck him in the ass? Oh.
So I was like, okay, we can do that. Run it. So we start ordering parts and everything. He's fixing the car. It took him like a week to fix everything. We ordered all the parts and everything. It took him a week. He had to clean the sludge out, change some. I blew a block or something. Anyway, he had to change some shit out. And anyway, he did that. And on the day that I
blew a head gasket.
A head gasket, yes.
And you had to change the engine blocks because the head.
Okay, well, yes. You see, I know nothing about cars, but yes, it was.
I've had some fucked up cars. In my day, so
well, that was all the shit that he said that I needed. It was a gasket. Yeah. So I came back. It was on a Sunday to pick the car up. And so this day he's expecting me to fuck him and give him $200 because he's like,
Lord's Day.
On the Lord's Day, bitch. So he called me. He's like, "Yep, your car is ready and everything." I was like, it's ready? He's like, yeah. He's like, and my wife is at church. Right. His wife is at church. I'm here with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? I was like, okay. So I'm telling my sister, I'm like, okay, come with me. And my daughter was like 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, come with me. I'm going to bring the baby. I'm going to bring Nani with me. And I'm going to try to figure out a way to get the car away from him without doing anything with him.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there and I'm like, I was just going to give him the $200. I was like, well, here go the $200. And I tried to give him the full $400. I was like, well, just here's the $400. He's like, no, we got a deal. I said $200 and I was like, okay. So I didn't give him any money. He didn't even take the 2. I put the money back in my purse. I was like, okay. So I was like, well, let me drive the car around 285 to make sure that you fixed it right. And I'm going to come back. And he's
not
like,
around
no.
285. That's the whole Atlanta. If y'all don't live in Atlanta, that's a big ass.
Bitch, I was going to be gone for 2 hours. I was like, so I was like, let me drive around 285. He was like, well, I'm coming with you. I was like, but your kids, he's like, they can keep themselves. I was like, oh my God.
How old were the babies?
Girl, the oldest one was probably like 8. You know what I'm saying? They weren't big kids. They were not big. They were like nappy-headed, runny, snot-nosed ass, dirty drawers, no shoes on, playing in the red dirt. Like,
that's exactly what I was picturing after you said snotty nose.
That's what they were. And so I was like, damn, he want to get in the car with me. I was like, and in my head, I'm thinking of ways. I was like, I wonder if I can open the door and push his ass out on the expressway. I'm like, thinking of ways. How the fuck am I going to, I'm thinking like in my head, how the fuck am I going to get him out of my car? Because I'm not fucking this nigga. And let me tell you, hold on. His name was Roy Lee, not Leroy. Bitch, his name was Roy Lee. And he had goals in his mouth, bitch.
Of course he did.
No.
Did he have overalls?
Hold on. No, he didn't, but he was country as fuck. But let me tell you, he had Corvette spelled out in his fucking mouth with big ass goals that looked like they were made out of 8-ball cans. You remember Old English, the beer Old English, how people used to take the inside of the can and try to make goals?
I didn't know they did that, but I know what an Old English can is.
Okay, so niggas who couldn't afford goals, niggas in the projects, whatever.
They were peeling 40 cans.
And they would put them in there. And that's what his fucking goals looked like, bitch. But it said Corvette spelled out because he couldn't have a Corvette. He's like, that's my dream car. He had a pickup truck. But he was like, his dream car was a Corvette. So, bitch, he had Corvette spelled out. And his name was Roy Lee. And I was like, you country motherfucker. You trying to get over on a real city,
Did
bitch.
he have a belly? A real city bitch. The original city girl.
Bitch, I'm street certified. You cannot get over. Nigga, no. Do you know, my whole family, pimps and prostitutes and fucking drug dealers and fucking real killers. Like,
y'all are watching the video. There was a bug in my cup. So I got to drink it from the bottle.
Okay, so hold on.
Did you kick him out on the 285?
Hold on. So he got in the car, left the fucking kids at the house, right? He left the kids.
Weird.
I'm
Jesus,
telling my
CPS.
sister, I'm like, but I got my baby. He was like, well, your sister can keep your baby. I was like, God damn. I was like, all right, Tip, take the baby, whatever. I'm gonna be at your house in an hour. So we get in the car and we driving, and I'm still trying to think, like, how the fuck I'm gonna get him out of this car? He stayed over in Lakewood. So we pulling out, and I get to the light. So I'm like, well, you got and I was like, well, where we gonna go?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, we're gonna go to your house because we can't.
My house?
Right. He was like, we're gonna go to your house.
I don't have a house. This is it.
I was like, no, we gotta go at your house. He's like, no, my kid's there. We can't go to my house. And because I was like, if he would go back in the house and he get out the car first, I'm just gonna pull off on his ass, skirt. And so we get to the light.
Peel out of that red dirt.
Right. So he's like, we're gonna go to your house. I was like, no, we can't go to my house because my nigga at my house. We can't go to my house or whatever. So he's like, all right, well, we got to get a room. I was like, well, how we going to get a room? You paying for it? He's like, you can pay for it out of the money you were going to give me. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, God damn.
Them bitches gonna be drinking sugar water.
We stopped at the red light,
what?
and it's a Shell. Like, if I wish I could paint the street for it. We coming from Lakewood going to Metropolitan, if anybody knows Atlanta. So it's a Shell gas station right here on the right? So I'm like, well, you got condoms? Because we not fucking raw or whatever. He's like, nah, I ain't got no condoms. I've been married 11 years. Right. But you're trying to fuck me for fixing my car. So you've been married 11 years.
He don't even care.
Right. So he's like, well, I don't use condoms. He was like, me and my wife, Don't use condoms or whatever. I've been married
Well,
for
I'm
11
not
years.
your wife.
Right. So I was like, well, we need condoms. He was like, all right. So we get to the I pull in the Shell gas station and I gave him $5. I was like, all right, we'll go in the store and get the condoms. He was like, I ain't got no money. I was like, you ain't got no money on you? I was like, so I gave him, and I remind you, when I pulled up, I tried to pay him. I tried to pay this country motherfucker his money for fixing my car and just pull off. He would not take it. So I gave him $5. Bitch, before he could get one leg out the goddamn car, I scared. He wasn't even in the fucking gas station. He wasn't even in it. Bitch, his hand was on the door. He hadn't even opened the door.
Camry, you're over that, Chante, but that's funny.
He got $5. Girl, when I tell you,
and you got a new motor, some new head gaskets,
shit out. First
fresh
of all,
engine
you
blocks.
tried to play me. First of all, you tried to play me like I was some trick bitch, like I was some you know what I'm saying, some street hoe.
He should have been smarter than that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tried to pay you. I offered you money to fix my car, but then because you found out I was a dancer, nigga, now you want to fuck me? You just think I'm just out here fucking niggas because I dance? Like I take my clothes off.
5 points for the dancers.
So
0 points for the regular niggas.
So he got $5 whole for fixing my car. He wanted to get fucked and he got fucked. Just not in the way you wanted to. So I'm like Aladdin's lamp. Be careful what you wish for.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. He was calling my phone back like he was blowing me up. I was like, look, if you call my phone one more motherfucking time, I'm going to call your wife and tell her the reason why you ain't get paid is because we fucked. But he was like, but we didn't. I was like, but I'm going to tell her that. Mm-hmm. So stop calling my motherfucking phone. And he stopped calling.
Right, he did.
Right, he stopped calling my phone. I'm like, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell your wife that I fucked you, and that's why you fixed my car. Too. And I'm like, that's why you fixed my car for free, and you paid for parts and everything because I was supposed to reimburse him. I'm like, because you paid for parts and everything, and that's the reason why you can't pay your rent and everything right now because I fucked you and you fixed my car. Nigga, stop calling me. He tried to play me.
He did try to play you. I don't blame you. That's a classic story.
I felt
you gotta
justified.
put that in your memoir.
Girl, I got so many goddamn stories.
I know you do. You gotta write them down and put them in your memoir, and then come back and hit it with the audio book. Look, I'm gonna help you come up with some ideas because I got ideas to help you make some more money. Okay, I know you're an inventor.
I'm doing an audiobook for that, for how to how to eat a banana.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to hear the sound effects.
I did the first chapter, and you know I have a seductive voice, right?
I heard someone who heard you reading your first part. Adrian? She said it sounded great.
Okay.
Because you do have a very seductive voice. If you guys want her book, it's available on Amazon. She has an ebook, and now she has printed versions. Do you only sell these at your event?
I said, well, no, you can get the print or the ebook on Amazon or Kindle. Like you get the digital for Kindle and you get the print on Amazon. But I do have them at my event. When you come to my workshop, if you purchase the VIP package, you'll get a book in your little gift bag.
That's nice. Take your index finger and thumb to make a cock ring.
And that's like this.
Wrap it tightly around the base of his shaft. Hold the stick firmly. Now take your soft, wet lips and wrap them around his head. She's okay, I've done this.
Yes.
Okay. At the same time, swirl your tongue around the head. Yep. I learned this from Dr. Sue Johansson.
Well, you know what? I kind of think I'm like the Black Dr. Ruth. Because I'm really
I don't know
really
Dr.
good.
Ruth. I only know Dr. Sue.
Well, Dr. Ruth, she was like a sexpert, but she was an old, ugly ass white lady.
This lady was too. Dr. Sue.
But she knew her shit, and I know my shit. I know about orgasms. I know about a whole bunch of shit.
You should make a special YouTube. Okay. I should have did my cocktail first because yours is tough to follow. Mine's not that funny. But I'm just going to tell you really quick. I'm only telling you because I would just cut the show right now, but I got on Instagram Live and I told them I would tell the story. So, there's this guy that I've been fucking around with for a few months now, right?
Okay.
I don't think I've said anything about him on the show. So, cool guy, no problems. But when we were having sex, it was like, it wasn't bad, but I just felt like he wasn't really giving it his all. And I damn sure wasn't giving it my all because I felt like he wasn't giving it his all.
So, you're both holding back.
Yeah. And it was just like, I didn't want to hold back, but I'm just not, the man needs to lead for me. The man, he sets
I'm gonna give you the same
tone.
energy you give me.
Exactly. So he's texting me one weekend like, oh, you came across my mind. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. Thinking he wanted to fuck or something. I wasn't doing shit but watching 90 Day Fiance on my couch. It was the weekend, but he wasn't even in town. So I'm just like, why the fuck are you texting me?
Well, he was thinking about you.
If we're just fucking, I don't need you thinking about me and texting me unless you can drop some dick off. Okay?
Right. Oh.
Well, yeah,
Cash
or
out.
some money, but it wasn't even like that. It was strictly physical, and it's like, I mean, he's a cool guy, but like, why are you texting
It's just purely physical.
And for me, it's like, I like to compartmentalize people, and I don't like for people to be trying to step outside of their boxes. Not because there's something necessarily wrong with that, but because my ass is crazy and the balance ain't right in here. And so I just know I be like doing stuff I don't need to do. Y'all already know I overthink everything. It's just I'm doing too much.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, it's just like, why are you thinking about me if you can't give me any dick? Like, you don't need to hit me up. So anyway, we're having this conversation. I drank a bottle of wine watching the Housewives of Potomac or whatever. So my drunk ass texted him. And I was like, listen, because we have been texting all weekend.
Right.
So I'm like, listen, next time we fuck, it's got to be nastier. Because that was just the problem. I just felt like he was holding back.
And
I
it wasn't nasty enough.
it wasn't nasty enough. Like, I want it to be really nasty. Like, I want to be getting embarrassed as I'm having flashbacks throughout the workday of how nasty we were. But I'm going to like it. Like, not an embarrassed. It's just like, ooh, I hope nobody was watching, but I kind of do. You know, like a good embarrassed. So that's all I had to say. So when I tell you guys that you just need to speak up, just speak up. But I was afraid to do too much. I don't even know why, bitch. I don't know why I wouldn't take my own advice. Anyway, I did. So he comes back. We were supposed to link up. When he gets back, I fell asleep on the couch or something. And so we link up a few days later. So we go, we have drinks. I was super casual that day. I had on like jeans and a t-shirt. And I had gone out with one of my other friends to go eat. So I forgot I was going to link up with him. He was like, where you want to go? You want to go somewhere nice? We can go wherever you want to go. And I was like, let's go to a hood spot because I got on sneakers, jeans, and a t-shirt. And I'm thinking, you don't need to take me nowhere nice because then I'm going to feel like it's a date. And I'm going to start liking you and shit. And then I'm going to be acting crazy. And then I'm going to be blowing up your phone. And then I'm just going to be doing the most. So anyway, we go to the spot. And he was being kind of flirty with me. It was very interesting because I wasn't sure what was going on. Anyway, fast forward. We ended up going to a club that night afterwards. All of a sudden, I don't know if the Hennessy just kicked in. I definitely popped 2 sheet orgasms at the hood spot. And then I
popping these damn
I do. And they in the trunk right now because I had to pack a whole bag just in case. But I had 2 at the hood spot. I had 2 at the club. We was drinking, smoking the hookah. The music was on, and we were dancing and singing. And then all of a sudden, Chante, I don't know what happened. He just like grabbed my face up and starts kissing me in the club.
My God.
Now, usually I don't like that because it's just like, now wait a minute. Half these niggas out here don't really be single. And while you might be trying to fake the funk, I don't need your girlfriend coming up to me because I'm not fighting. I'm calling the police. Number one.
No,
Number
bitch,
2.
don't come to me as a woman unless you want to end up in a hospital because I'm not that bitch.
Well, you might not be in a hospital, but you will be in jail because that's not what we're playing over here, okay? No, ma'am. So then and then it's just like, then I was just thinking, like, what if I had another nigga, like, we not dating like that? But then I was like, bitch, who you kidding? You ain't got no fucking niggas. Like, you've been playing with your fucking vibrators for like 4 fucking months, counting down a trip to Texas to get some dick. Chill out. So anyway, we're making out in the club and shit. And then he was just like, you ready to go? And I was like, yep. Like, I was good and hot and ready to go. So we get to the house. That was the best sex
ever? Not ever, but
Chante, don't put words in my mouth to make it sound worse than it was. But that was the best sex that I had in such a long time. It was just so refreshing. And it was also really nice that I had a little bit of self-control, that I didn't get too drunk.
Okay.
So I could remember it because like I won't even say like it wasn't like the sex was necessarily bad, but also I was really drunk a lot. So I don't know what was happening. But I just know I didn't remember.
It was good.
No, I mean the other times, but this particular time was great. So then after that, I had texted him and I was like, yesterday was amazing. Thank you. I got everything that I wanted during that sexual experience. It was great. I definitely went back for more. And I just have no complaints. So that's my cocktail, y'all. Finally got some good dick that's local. I don't have to, I didn't have to outsource. I mean, next week could be a different story, but keep me in your prayers. And on that note, you guys, remember to get your tickets to our live shows. Houston is September 14th. Dallas is September 21st. Chante is teaching the How to Eat a Banana, the BJ workshop this weekend. She does it every month, though.
I do every last Saturday of the month, and you can I shout out my Instagram?
Shout out everything you want.
Go to my Instagram, Goddess Good LLC, GODDESSGOOD LLC. And there's a link to get tickets, or you can go to Eventbrite and type in How to Eat a Banana.
And I'm gonna put all the stuff in the description anyway. Okay. And that's the event that we're gonna be promoting until Saturday to make sure that y'all come and have a good time.
Really come.
Oh, you were supposed to give us a demonstration with your dildo. I totally forgot. Well, as we close out, you can just, if you're watching the YouTube video, then you'll see it. If you're not watching the video, you should be watching the video. Okay. I also want to remind you, you just do the demonstration as I close this out.
What am I going to do? Do you want me to just swallow it? Let me see. My mouth is a little dry. Oh, my God. I don't care. You do what you want. Okay.
Okay, so come this way.
This is how to
eat a banana. We're going to do...
This is how you start.
All she did was put a slit of water.
This is how you start eating a banana.
So you're going to start by the balls.
Start at the balls. And you
just do it. I'll narrate. You're going to lick the balls kind of in a circular motion. And then you go all the way up the shaft from the underside. That little part underneath the dick is very sensitive. They like that shit. Mm-hmm. Play around with I call it the lips of the dick. Like the head and the stuff. Chante is swallowing this. Now this is a very Caucasian penis because it's about 1.5 hands in length.
It's like a 6-inch dick. My nigga's bigger.
But that's the sizes that I like.
Back there too.
Yeah, and so then you just have to, oh my God, Chante, I'm about to choke and throw up, and I'm not even fucking sucking the dick.
And then when you swallow it like that, it causes massive saliva.
Yeah, it does. Chante sucked my dick. My hand was wet at the show. The sound effects. God. It's a lot of spit.
Yeah, I use a lot of saliva when I perform fellatio.
Do you put something on it, like your own pussy juices, to make sure the taste is right?
No, but
because I don't like when they're fresh out the shower and it tastes like soap, like just too clean.
Well, my nigga has sensitive skin, so we just use water. But I don't know why I like to taste my own spit. But I like the way his dick tastes after it's come out of my pussy. I love the way my pussy tastes.
I do too. That's why I like to you can stick it a little bit in there.
It causes me to salivate a lot more. But I'm like that dog in Pavlov's theory because when he whips his dick out, I start salivating. He's like, oh my God, my mouth starts watering. I
just need them to say a few things, a few key phrases.
I do whatever what I would say to my guy. I was like, oh my God.
That's what I like.
Baby, fuck my throat. Oh my God, I love to feel your dick in the back of my throat.
This episode will also be available on the amateur channel of Pornhub.com.
So when I want to get him ready, I whisper in his ear. I was like, don't you want to feel the back of my throat?
And then what he say? Oh, he just can't get the words out. I like when they start cursing. When they start cursing and they be screaming and shit, it's like, oh shit. Yeah, soul snatching mode activated.
He be like, fuck, shit, bitch. You win.
Like that song. Just fine, really, really. Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
A little bit of a little sample of what you're gonna learn at the workshop. I teach a lot more than that. How to deep throat, and the dildos that I give away are bigger than this. They're like maybe about that. Like they're about 8 inch.
That's good because the smaller ones, it's a lot easier. And you feel really confident, and then when you get with somebody who's bigger, it's just like, where the fuck you going?
Right. And so with this
that nightstick, no,
I had
thank you.
Kiki's whole hand was like wet. She's like,
it was. I needed a fucking
too much spit. She's like,
I mean, it was really like if that was honestly, if that was my real dick, I would have really liked. Like Chante was twerking. It was really a show. It was very enjoyable from the angle that I was in. If I could actually feel that penis, I think I would have enjoyed it. So kudos to you. I think you did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Because it wasn't a penis, and was just getting out my Pretty Little Things 2-piece set, and my fingers, it was just like, damn, it's a lot of spit, and I don't want to look this up. This is getting to be too much. Anyway, you guys, I hope that y'all make it out to the class. I was gonna go, but once again, I'm flying myself out.
Oh, you're not.
I'm gonna be in New York. I'll be in New York this weekend. If y'all are in New York, come fuck with me, because I'm gonna be out hanging out, having a good time. I get in Friday and I'm leaving Monday, and then I'll be in Houston. I'll see your ass next week. Louisiana, I'll see you next week too. Oh, bitch, we about to be out there. Where the fine niggas at? Bring your brothers, bring your uncles, bring your daddies. Oh, and until next week, you guys. Bring your rich friends. Them too. Those niggas, bring all of them. I'll take anybody, really. I'm not too particular. Sugar mama, sugar daddy, I'm open. All right. I'm just saying, all money is green and Cash App still chings the same. Okay. See you guys next week. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.